Now, we're in the game zone. I was just looking at this, I was distracted by Twitter. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? We can't play Yuppie Psycho! It got voted no! IQ-tus? Is there another one? Do I have to take it? Anyway. I got a message from a prostitute on Twitter. I'm kind of confused by it because it says, "Hello, my name is Mayna. Nice to meet you. I like to make friends of the opposite sex who are suitable personalities, are older than me, and are sincere. I am 38 years old. How old are you?" Does this shit work? Does this actually work with anybody? Does this work? I just wonder. Does this, it just takes one? 38 years old though? 38 years old? I don't know if this shit works. I'm gonna block you, but I'm sorry, we can't be friends. I am not of opposite sex. But yeah, you guys want to be our friend? That shit is so fake too. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna be playing Higurashi tonight. Oh, Higurashi. There's an IQ checker? Let me check it. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. Where is it? I don't see it. Why is myIQchecker.com is featuring some Indian holiday. Why is it doing that? That's odd.
At Detective Glaive donated $10 to the most wickedest Sawashama. The way they say the name and age and such, it's like the Yoshikage Kira monologue or the opening of an anime like they are introducing themselves in the first episode. Lamau. Good shit.
Yeah. It does sound like that. Oh man. I don't see it. Why don't I see it? Ugh. Oh man. We're back in Wisconsin. You're darn tootin' we are. Oh, I heard about Wisconsin is flooding right now. Oh no! Are you guys okay? I know that sounded sarcastic, but I'm not. I'm not being sarcastic. I heard Milwaukee got hit really bad. It was bad. Even my basement flooded. Oh shit. And I live on high ground. Oh shit. Yeah, I heard like 12 inches. 12 inches. Crazy. It wasn't like more than puddles, but I spent the morning cleaning and bleaching, yeah. Why the hell has there been so much flooding this year? It hasn't been around me.
At Detective Glaive donated $2 to the most wickedest Sawashama.
Arigato.
Sar, if you do not redeem, your IQ is 200 sor.
That's okay. Silly IQ points. I don't need IQ. I'm a girl. What the fuck I look like? What the fuck? Hi, Dragon's Treasure. How you doing? Baka. Let's see here. We gotta play Higurashi. Oh, speaking of. It's tea time! You can save 10% off your entire order from thedragonstreasure.com. He needs the money. He has cats now. I think he got another one. I don't know. Anyway, use my code, sawagrapesama, to save 10% your entire order. Yeah. I drank some of your tea the other day, by the way. Should have made some for the stream. It was the peach cobbler beta one. I don't really care for Rubio's. Hold on. Someone's there. My parents are there. I gotta go. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Ha ha ha! Oh, the ad's still here! Okay. Sorry about that. I had to take care of business. My parents are like, what are you doing in there? What are you doing? What are you doing? Nothing? Certainly not talking to demons. Okay. But you can save 10% off your entire order, like I did. And I got the Rubios one with the peach cobbler. It really does taste like peach cobbler.
At Salas
I think it's 'cause the
became a
cream.
boy. Did you wash your hands?
Well, when I hug my parents goodbye, do people do that? Rubios. I also got the peach stuff, the peach princess oolong, and then I got the Tiquan Yin, which is that warrior princess, not Xena, the other one. Yeah, it's an accurate description. It tastes like peach cobbler.
At Detective Glaive donated
I think the
$10
cream
to
was a
the
good
most
touch.
wickedest Sawashama. Able to talk your mom and dad into thinking anime is normal.
Nah.
They didn't catch you looking at hentai on the family computer, baka?
No.
Okay, good. Now let's get back to the human sacrifice.
Never. You betcha. Yeah, Tiquan Yin, she's a goddess of mercy. Are you sure about that? Not in my universe. Anyway, what were we doing? Oh yeah! Save 10% off your order! He has cats to feed! There we go. I did it. What does this button do? This button doesn't work. Whatever, I'll fix it later. Oh yeah, and take to the vet. Now we have to play Higurashi. Wow, when we were last playing this, we found out that the timelines had merged, and whatever happened in Chapter 1 and whatever happened in Chapter 2, specifically during the festival, occurred at the same time in this timeline. That's weird. That's very, 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 very weird. Do we know why? No. Do we
At
care?
Java 1990 became a
Yes.
full boy.
Arigato.
Get in the cage, kid.
Festivus for the rest of us? Not yet, but that would be funny. So are we still fucked because we gave Rina the doll? Where's my MS Paint? We need to figure this Maybe? I don't know. Let's just play it. Let's just keep playing it. Because I don't know what's going on. And I don't know what's triggering the stuff to change so much. Let's see. Where's the game? Where did I buy it? GOG? Oh my god, it's on GOG. Install. You. Play. We really need to figure this out because this is extremely confusing now. At least the stuff from the past mattered, I guess, to the present. If this is the present and not gonna be the past, I mean, this is chapter 3. Higurashi when they cry. Is the audio okay? It's kind of weird. It's low on my end. There, I raised it up so I can be extra loud. I just thought they knew what you did and were covering for you. No! They specifically mentioned things that occurred in Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. They specifically mentioned that shit. Which is weird to me. I don't know if it's weird to you. It's weird to me. So, let's figure this out. If you have any theories, put them in the chat. I will entertain them.
Yesterday,
during the Watanagashi festival, Keiichi Matabata had appeared.
Now, who is this Keiichi Is this a Keiichi Matabata? The same as now? No, it's not. It's a different Keiichi. And then those two Keiichis had to die because the real Keiichi is the one in the present now that killed the uncle. Discuss. You think it's aliens? From the Nippon dimension. Yeah.
And he had romped about with all the usual members of his club. He made a big scene at a few of the stalls, snatched a few sticks of takoyaki and okonomiyaki in his glee, rating each of them as delicious or terrible to get everyone excited. And then what happened? And they'd seen a gigantic stuffed animal at the target practice game, and everyone went after it. And then I got a whole bunch of cork guns, firing them in rapid succession, throwing each one away after using it. And admirably, I shot down the biggest stuffed animal there. And then I gave the stuffed animal the proof of my victory to Reina as a gift. Then our fun came to a close as we had to go see Rika-chan's offertory dance. There was a ton of people squeezed in there, and we all got separated. But we managed to get into good positions to cheer Rika-chan on from. Then, in the middle, when Shion came up and asked me to go hang out with her instead of watching the dedication dance. Remember, that happened in chapter 2.
That happened in chapter 2. Another day, another broken Discord link. I see you are new here. Interesting.
I refused and stayed put, watching the dance until the very end. But who? Who was that? Well, everyone's been saying it, haven't they? Keiichi Matabata. I had the urge to yell in anger at my classmates for having so much fun talking about the festival yesterday with Keiichi Matabata. What the hell? What the hell are you guys even talking about? Far stronger than that feeling, though, was the sheer uncanny nature of this reality I couldn't understand.
Ash, that wasn't the right plushie. The one she wanted was the doll from the store. Remember? She wanted that specific doll. But then he said, no, you cannot have that doll, whore. And he gave it to Reina. I think, right? Because she'd enjoy it more. Or at least, that's what he thought. But he didn't realize that Mion is a girl. Is a girl. Anyway, why didn't my chat go into live chat? I have no idea. I think YouTube's doing something funny because everybody's name is different. And I don't like it. I don't, girl. I don't like it at all. Baka.
Keiichi Matabata, who wasn't me, was in Hinamizawa yesterday. As I threw away my humanity, turned into a demon, and was busy beating Satoko's uncle to death. I was having a great time at the festival last night. What the hell? I had to suffer through so much. Desperately hold back tears.
Detective Glaive donated $5
Oh, thank you,
to
Glaive.
the most wickedest Sawashama. So what you're telling me is this was all a woman moment.
Chapter
Interesting.
2.
Shouldn't have gotten involved, Kichi. That was your first mistake, bud.
He
Yeah.
didn't know. He didn't know until it was too late. Honestly, I did not expect the doll thing, and that really bothered me. I mean, go back and watch the ending of that. That shit really bothered me. It still kind of does. I think it's because everybody hyped me up for that chapter because, oh, it's my favorite chapter. It's a great chapter. Uh-huh. Sure. I feel like this is a better chapter in my opinion. But I might be wrong. The next one might be better. Who knows? Well, some of you. Whatever. This chapter is my favorite. Okay.
I had to suffer through so much, desperately holding back tears, getting so worn out, and that downpour, digging holes, chasing, beating, killing, dragging, and burying. Who was this Keiji Manabata who had ignored me so and spent such a fun, carefree time at the festival? Damn it! Who the hell stood in for me as I put my life on the line, working so hard to achieve this treasure like everyday life? If there was another Keiichi Manabata besides me, then what was I? On the night of the Watanagashi, where one died and one disappeared, in accordance with Oyashiro-sama's curse, there was only a demon who had to kill someone. Dumbfounded, as I succumbed to a horrifying possibility, I looked around at my classmates. To make sure there was nobody extra I didn't recognize among them. To make sure I wasn't among them. It was a horrifying thought. Oh, hey, Auntie! The real Keiichi Manabata hadn't overslept, but had come to school on time. And that I, who was no longer Keiichi Manabata, had just waltzed in here. But no. But no matter how much I checked, the only people here were the ones I knew. The man I met every time I looked in the bathroom mirror was not there. Was not here. I'm sorry, I'm not wearing my glasses.
So the words look kind of fuzzy.
Hi.
I forgot how my voice starts. I forgot. How did I voice her? You can remember, Sawa. You can remember. Kari teacher, yeah. Okay, everyone.
午後の授業を始めますよ。
Time to start afternoon classes.
皆さん、席に
Please
戻っ
take
て
your
ください。
seats.
委員長、号令。
Actually, I think I voiced her like this again. Is this Quartz Factory again? No. Never again. Never again. Never again. I always forget I played that. Oh my god. Okay, everyone. Time to start afternoon classes. Please take your seats. President, please lead the class.
The teacher entered, and everyone hurried back to their seats. Oh, hey, Hank, how you doing? Oh, gosh, there. You played that game, Lamau? Oh, suck a dick! Yes, I played. Yes, I did.
Baka. I'm so mad. Did I post any clips from that game? I don't remember. It's an insane fucking. They said on GOG it got good reviews. Whatever.
Upon finding me, who was so stupidly late, she gave me a stern talking to, but I wasn't listening to it. Wasn't our old life supposed to start today? Something wasn't right. It was just strange. I was supposed to go back to my old fun life after yesterday. I had set foot in my incomparably mysterious world. That was completely different from both my old life and my recent one. Yes, this was, without a doubt, a different world than the one I'd been living in until now.
I'm trying to figure out what changed though. There has to be something in the timeline. There has to be something. Ah, my bones.
There was no way such an absurd thing could be possible. But, unless it was true, I couldn't explain anything that just happened. In this classroom, I was surrounded by so many faces I knew, and yet I felt isolated. The cicadas sounded no different than they had before now, but they seemed somehow false. The air was parched and dry, too, making me think, was the air in Hinamizawa always this uncomfortable? Ew, so uncomfortable. So sticky, ew.
おい、レナ。
Hey, Rena.
何かな What is it? 授業中なんだよ。We're in class.
昨日の祭りだけどさ、
About the festival yesterday.
俺、いつ頃みんなと合流したっけ？
About when would you say I got there?
Huh? He is trying to piece this timeline out himself.
Hold on, let me get my MS Paint out. And I gotta figure this shit out.
Mosquito got me today on my legs. Oh no, it's itchy. I'm super distracted. Hold on. Who is saying don't itch it? I will itch it. How about that? I will itch it. I will scratch it. How about that? It's okay. Ah, damn it. I'll just hit it. There. Do not do it. I will do it. How about that? I will do it. Scratching the damn thing. Like a tattoo? What? Never. Where were we? Oh yeah.
To be honest, I was pretty excited afterwards. And I gobbled down some cans of What? To be honest, I was pretty excited afterwards. And I gobbled down some cans of beer. I mean, it's kind of embarrassing, but I don't quite remember some things. For random babbling, it was a bad excuse. Oh, that's the excuse I'm giving her. Yeah, babe, I just drank some beer and I don't remember what happened.
ケイチ君、最初は来れないって言ってたんだよね。ケイチ君、you said you couldn't come at first, didn't you? みーちゃんの家にそう電話したんでしょ? You called Mi-chan's house about it, right?
That matched. I called Mion and told her to take Satoko in my place since I wouldn't be able to meet up with them due to things I had to do. Ha ha ha.
さとこちゃんを誘ってあげようっていうのはみんなでお祭りの準備をしてた時に決めたんだよ。We all decided while we were setting up for the festival that we'd invite Satoko-chan. 少しでもおじさんの姿の見えないところに連れ出してあげようと思って。We wanted to bring her out someplace where she couldn't see her uncle for a little while.
That was the same too. Mion said that when I called her. That everyone had already decided to invite her. Yeah.
それでみんなでレナとみーちゃんとリカちゃんでさとこちゃんの家に行ってさとこちゃんを連れ出して。And then we all went, me, Mi-chan, and Rika-chan, to Satoko-chan's house and brought her out. さとこちゃんのおじさん、すっごく意地悪そうな人だった。 Satoko-chan's uncle seems like a really mean person.
That part didn't matter. What I was trying to ask was...
俺はいつ合流したんだ？
well, when did I meet up with you?
そんなことも忘れちゃってるの？ How could you forget that? ケイチ君、だから祭りの前の日はよく寝た方がいいよって言ったのに。ケイチ君、this is why I said get a good night's sleep before the festival.
だから
Whatever!
俺はいつ合流したんだよ？
When did I meet up with you? At my sudden threatening demand, Reina was at a loss for words. Oops! Oh gosh there, I shouldn't have rushed that. I told her I was sorry.
境内でだよ。
It was at the shrine grounds.
ひょっこりと
It was unexpected.
リカちゃんと話してたじゃない。
You were talking to Rika-chan, weren't you?
いや、ミコさん姿のリカちゃんと楽しそうに話してた。You were having a fun talk with Rika-chan in her shrine meeting outfit. それでレナも加わって、はお持ち帰りって。And Rainy come up and said, "How? I'm taking you home! Yay!"
リカちゃんと話してたのか？
I was talking to Rika-chan.
ケイちゃん、用事か何かがあったんじゃないって私が聞いたらさ。
And I asked, Kei-chan, didn't you have something to do today?
ケイちゃん、胸を叩きながら自分で言ったじゃないのよ。
Then you pounded your chest and said it yourself.
用事なんかより祭りで大暴れする方が大切だぜって。
That letting loose at a festival was more important than some silly errand.
I didn't say that. I never said anything like that. I never even went to the shrine grounds yesterday to begin with. I never had the time to stop by a place like that. I went to dig the hole as soon as I woke up. I had a pretty hard time doing it. After that, I snuck into the school and made a call. I called him out and lay in wait. And then it started raining really hard. With that kind of downpour, the festival should have come to a halt. In other words, it ended then. From the time the festival started to when it ended, it would have been impossible for me to have swung by the shrine grounds. I was already there when Mion and the others dragged Satoko out and brought her to the shrine, and I was talking to Rika-chan. Then, where would Rika-chan say we met? The teacher went out to wash her hands, so I ran over to Rika-chan's desk and asked her directly.
ケイチとですか？
With you?
あ、
Yeah.
リカちゃんはミオンたちが来る前から俺と話してたんだろ？
We were talking to each other before Mion and the others got there, right?
いつ俺に会ったんだ？
When did we see each other?
いつどこでだよ？
When and where?
ケイチが何を聞きたいのかわからないのです。Oh, really? Oh, really?
I don't know what you're trying to ask.
俺昨日寝不足で半分頭がぼーっとなっててさ。
You know, yesterday I didn't really get enough sleep, and my head's a bit fuzzy.
何も覚えてないんだよ。
I don't remember a thing. It looked like Rika-chan bought into my babbling.
ケイチと会ったのは集会所から村長さんたちと出てきた時なのです。
We saw each other when the mayor and the others came out of the assembly hall.
ケイチは最後殿の扉の前にいましたのですよ。
You were in front of the ritual implement storehouse. Oh shit!
I was in front of there. Why would I be in front of there?
Huh?
何
Nani?
細具殿
The ritual implement storehouse. I'd never heard a building called that before. Or maybe I have. But at the very least, I wouldn't know where on the shrine grounds it was.
村長さんがそこは神聖な場所だからみだりに近寄ってはならにゅうと怒りましたですよ。
The mayor got really angry at you, since you shouldn't go near holy places without authority, remember?
圭一、それも忘れてしまいましたですか？
Keiichi, did you forget that too?
I was too scared to ask anymore. The more I asked, the more it became clear without any doubt that Keiichi Marabata was present at the Furude Shrine Grounds during the Watsunagashi Festival. The clearer that became, the more doubts, no fears I had. Who on earth was I yesterday? Whoever that was, he had a good time in my place and managed to go the entire day without letting them notice I wasn't there. All right. When did that person leave everyone? This morning, my mother got mad at me for having stayed out so late last night. Which meant, at the very least, that Keiichi Marabata hadn't come home while my mother was still awake. The festival would have been closed because of the downpour. If I recall right, when I went back to the house's storage room to get another shovel, I think the clock said 7. Since it was already raining hard by then, the festival would have had to close down before 7. If I had returned that early, I would have definitely run into my parents. Or, at the very least, they would have asked me when I got back last night. So, the Keiichi Marabata from yesterday, that meant he never went home. That meant the downpour happened, the festival had broken up, everyone left. But he didn't go back to the house. Oh, that means... When I arrived at the natural conclusion, a wicked chill suddenly froze my spine, and climbed into my brain. That meant Keiichi Marabata was the same as Satoshi. One day, he never went home. On the night of the Watsunagashi, he never went home. The downpour interrupted the festival, and on the way home, he suddenly disappeared. And I, who was dealing with the corpse, went home without a problem. I was so tired I wasn't even hungry, so I went up to my room without a sound and crawled into my futon. Who was I? That much was obvious. Keiichi Marabata. Keiichi Marabata was me. There may have been another one, but that doesn't negate the fact that I was Keiichi Marabata. Then, that other Keiichi Marabata was what? Hey, dang laddie! The voices of the cicadas, steadily filling the classroom, were beginning to bother me. Suddenly, I laid eyes on Satoko.
Nani?
Satoko's expression was as dark as always. She seemed completely exhausted, at a life of agony she couldn't even imagine an ending to. What had last night been like for Satoko? Did she have fun with everyone and feel a little happier, if even for a moment? And when she went home, the end of her dream, she'd probably gone to sleep afraid of when her uncle would return. And then, this morning, her uncle hadn't come home. Unless he does, that would be fucking wild. But no, he didn't. No, he's dead. And then she went to school. Right now, she must have been still trapped by the rotten idea from which she couldn't be saved, that her uncle would need her when she got back. But you can. Rest easy, Satoko. Your uncle won't ever be coming back. I couldn't tell her it was because I'd killed him. Yeah, I did. Keiichi Matabata. When Satoko realized on her own that her uncle would never return, then that would truly be the end of the long, insane night. Yeah, Nini handled it. Nini, this guy. That's right. I didn't do anything wrong. That's right. I did the best possible thing I could have as Satoko's Nini. Not an atom in my body regretted it. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! And look, calm down and think, Keiichi Matabata. From a certain point of view, isn't it convenient there was another Keiichi Matabata? I buried the corpse perfectly. A beginning that wouldn't happen. But if worse came to worse, and it got out, and the investigation got to me, I now had a strong alibi, able to profess the fact that I'd been at the Watanagashi festival. But accepting something so creepy and using it as an alibi. Still, if I proved that I hadn't gone to the festival yesterday, it would do no good and a whole lot of harm.
Hi. At Himawaki. I will say it right. I'm gonna say it right. Himawari kotetsu. Hi! Hi, Raiders! Gunther Raid? What's a Gunfer? Anyway, hi, everybody! I am the evilest VTuber that ever VTubed. Sawagrapesama. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I'm a voice actor.
I keep forgetting. But that's okay. Like the penguin Gunther. Oh, you're so cute. So cute. It's us, little evil goons. Baka. Anyway, let's get back to this. We are playing Higurashi. Chapter 3, we are after the Watanagashi Festival. If, for any reason, you have not seen this before, go back. Go back. There's a playlist. You can just go back. It's okay. You can just go back. And it's pretty good so far. I like this chapter. I'm liking it a lot. It only goes back over a year. I've been playing this for over a year now. Is that true? Oh no! It can't be that long. It really can't. No. It feels like it was just yesterday. I've been playing it for a while, I guess. It's a long VN. Arigato, Ashkanji Johnny. For the 20 months! How does it feel, young, in 20 months? That's a lot of time. I'm still on the first VOD. How much have I missed? A lot. A lot. So there's a playlist, you can check it out.
That was what left the really actually bad aftertaste. You'll forget about it, Keiichi Matabata. Everything that happened before today. So just forget about the Keiichi Matabata who was there yesterday too. Instead, let's watch gently over Satoko for the day her smile returns. And the day that would mark the end of that insane, all too long night.
I forgot. Every time I hit the teacher, I always forget what I... Her voice is so nice already. It's so pleasant and wonderful. That's all for today, class.
皆さん、寄り道をしないで、ちゃんとお家へ帰るんですよ。
Please go straight back to your homes, everyone.
委員長、号令。
President, if you would.
起立。気をつけ。
Everybody stand up. At attention. Bow.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
I thought about many things, and saw my thoughts dispersed by many other things. I didn't know whether or not that time had been spent worrying or daydreaming, but either way, it came to an end along with the class.
Okay, I'll give you a catch-up.
I am Keiichi Matabata. I killed my friend's uncle because he was abusing her. But, as I killed him, apparently, another me, that is also Keiichi Matabata, was at a festival with all of my friends without me knowing. We want to figure out if that was actually a demon put in my place, or I will say this too. The things that occurred at the festival also occurred in Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. And I want to know, how would they know that? It seems as if there's multiple timelines. Because if you play Chapter 1, which I suggest you do, Chapter 1's really good. If you play Chapter 1, you know what happens to Matabata. If you play Chapter 2, you know what happens to Matabata. How could those two... How could those two... Bing bong, and me still standing here? I'm still here, bro. I'm still here. I don't know. It's weird. It's getting really weird. Anyway. Cheerfully, our classmates got their things and ran for the hallway. Mion, Reina, and Rika-chan were packing up as well. What about Satoko? This whole day, she seemed deflated. Well, her uncle may not have returned last night, but she wouldn't have known he'd never return. How much I wanted to express that fact to her. Satoko packed up her pencil box and math workbook messily, and after a dark glance at the clock, she heaved a sigh, then went to leave the classroom. Then, suddenly, somebody placed a hand on her shoulder and stopped her.
何ですの？
What is it?
私、ちゃんと水やり当番もやりましたし、プリントだってちゃんと。
I watered all the plants like I was supposed to, and got all the printouts done.
Her words, possessed by a persecution complex, hurt. I spoke loudly so everyone could hear.
なあみんな
Hey, everyone!
さ、今日は久しぶりにやらないか
Why don't we have club today?
部活
It's been a while. Satoko always had to tend to her uncle, so club has been on hiatus. In our minds, our club was proof of a calm, peaceful life. By enjoying being together, I wanted to make sure Satoko realized her days of darkness were over.
レナは、
I'm okay.
いいよ。
I'll do it. Me.
そりゃ、まあ。
Well, I mean,
私は構わないけど、
I don't mind
サトコがいいならね。
if it's okay with Satoko.
Under a condition. That was important. With everything up to her, Satoko gave a worried look.
なあ、サトコ。久々にどうだよ。
Come on, Satoko. It's been a long time.
パーッとさ。
Let's go crazy.
そのお気持ちは嬉しいでございますけど。
Well, I'm happy you feel that way, but...
My uncle might already be home. Thus spoke her darkened eyes, her mouth unmoving.
サトコもさ、連日息が詰まるような生活をずっと続けててさ、もう窒息寸前だろ？
You've been choking on life every day for a while. You must be about to suffocate.
そんなのは心にも体にも悪いだけだぜ。
It's not good for your mind or body.
やっぱりたまにはパーッと弾けなきゃな。
Once in a while, you gotta have some fun. Come
放
on.
っておいてくださいまし。
Please, leave it alone.
私だってそりゃ部活がまたやれたらと思っていますわよ。
It's not like I don't want to do club again. But... but...
With one word, but. She looked down.
みんなで遊んだ方が楽しいのはサトコだってよく知ってるだろ。
Satoko, you know as well as anyone that it's more fun being with everyone, right?
俺たちは仲間だぜ。
We're friends.
みんなで一緒に過ごすようにできてるんだよ。
That means we spend time with each other.
サトコだって昨日みんなでお祭りで騒いで楽しかったろ？
I mean, you had a great time at the festival yesterday with everyone, didn't you? Reina nearly said something, but she was too late.
ケイチさん、何を言ってますの？
Hey, Beta, did she even go? Did she even go? Keiji-san, what are you saying?
My arm on her shoulder seemed to weigh her down, and she threw it off.
私がお祭りで楽しく、いつ遊んだって言うんですの？
When exactly was I playing and having fun at the festival?
楽しく遊んだのはケイチさんだけじゃありませんの。
The only one having fun was you, Keiji-san.
I looked over to Mion for help, but now everyone was looking down. My instincts told me that Satoko hadn't gone to the festival. But Reina said it herself, that she went with... Oh, she went to invite her, but they never got her. That she went with Mion to Satoko's house to invite her.
さとこちゃん、途中で帰っちゃったの。
Satoko-chan left on the way there.
神社には行かなかった。
She didn't go to the shrine.
どうして？
Why? I realized the absurdity of what I just said to Satoko in front of me.
おじが家で待ってるのに、一人だけ遊んでると悪いって言って。
She said her uncle was waiting at home, and she couldn't have fun by herself.
神社の直前で。
When we were in front of the shrine,
私たちも引き止めたんだよ。
we tried to stop her too.
今日はおじさん公認だから、ちゃんと遊んでも怒られないんだよって。
We told her uncle said it was okay, and that he wouldn't mind if she had a good time.
At some point, tears began to welling up in Satoko's eyes. Satoko was so afraid of her uncle that she couldn't even allow herself time with her friends, and went home. No, she was even afraid of letting herself have a good time with her friends.
ケイチさんはいいですわね。
Keiichi-san, you must have it nice.
みんなで楽しくお祭り一夜を過ごせて、
Having a blast at the festival all night.
聞けば大層盛り上がって大活躍だったそうじゃないですの。
They told me you went all out, didn't you?
お羨ましいことですわ。
I'm very envious.
Smiling to herself, her tears began to fall.
私には養わなければならない叔父がいますの。
I must provide for my uncle.
圭一さんみたいにご両親にのんびり養ってもらってる人とはわけが違いますですのよ。
It's completely different from you. How you let your parents do everything.
サトコ。
Satoko!
楽しくお祭りが過ごせてよかったですわね。
I'm so glad you enjoyed yourself at the festival.
私の分まで楽しく過ごせて本当におよろしかったですこと。
I'm so glad you had enough fun for me too.
私だって部活がしたいですわ。
I mean, I want to participate in the club too.
みんなで楽しく大騒ぎして楽しくて。
Making such a racket with everyone is so much fun.
でも今の私そんなの
But right now, I can't. Oh, she's so cute. Ooh.
Unable to withstand such violent emotion, a few teardrops slid down her cheek. Why, yes, I am a fucking baka! I can't help it, guys. Bros, help me out. But even though she was having such a terrible time, not once did she ever say it was hard for her. It was a sad, obstinate bravery. But the days when Satoko had to feel like that were over. Satoko didn't need to endure it, to bear it anymore. She could forget all about it now, and smile. I was so frustrated at not being able to tell her that directly. Instead, I said something that I'm not sure I should have said before I thought twice about it. Oh no! Oh no! What did he say?
帰ってこないんだろ。
He didn't
あいつは。
come home, did he? The words were deeply meaningful to me, but I didn't know if Satoko understood them.
帰ってこないって誰がですの？
Didn't come home. Who?
ゆうべは帰らなかったんだろ。
He didn't come home last night, did he?
お前のお家は。
Your uncle.
何を言ってますの圭一さんは。
If he's still alive, I'm gonna flip a fucking table!
Boy, I know. Ooh, we did all that shit. No. I think not. No, fam.
Is his hat? Did I kill the wrong person? No! Did I kill the wrong person? Please, no! Please, no! Please, this has to, no, please, no. If I killed some random dude, oh, hell no, I'm gonna flip some.
Satoko shouted with all her might.
あいつがいついなくなったって言うんですの？
When has he not been there?
いつ？
When?
いつ？
When?
落ち着けよ。
Calm down. I
昨
mean,
日あいつは帰ってこなかったろ。
he didn't come home yesterday, did he?
圭一さんが何を言ってるのか全
He
然わかり
never
ませんでしたよ。
left. He probably never left. He probably never even left. Because, okay, the timeline. She went back home, right? Okay, she went back home. I would have had to have called from the office of the school him. But I talked to him. And he was like,
Maybe I'll go to the thingy, blah, 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 to the police station. Which police station? Oh, it's over there, isn't it? I'll go over there.
and he left. I don't understand. Who did I... Yeah, it was dependent on Satoko being gone, but she was gone. No, but she was gone briefly. Oh my god. I don't understand what you're trying to say, Keiji-san.
佐藤こそ
Satoko!
何を言ってんだよ
What are you talking about?
だって
I mean,
あの男は
that man, I killed him. Killed him yesterday. Killed him for sure. I buried him. Buried him whole. He could have never returned to his house.
昨日だって私にいっぱい意地悪して。
Even yesterday, he was torturing me so much.
となって
He yelled at me.
わめいて
He shouted at me.
当たり散らして
He found fault with everything I did.
作ったご飯を投げられた。
He threw the dinner I made him on the floor.
お味噌汁もひっくり返された。
He dumped his whole piece of soup on me too.
暑かった。
It was hot.
汚かった。
It was messy.
そしてお掃除も私がした。
And I cleaned all of it up.
私が
I cleaned
私が
all of it.
あーあー
What? Okay. Who's fucking with me? Who's doing this to me? Me, Keiichi Matabata. What? Who? What? Who did I kill? How did this? No! What? Our stories weren't matching up.
あいつ
He back
いる
night.
今朝だって朝ごはんの時起こせって言われたから起こしたのに怒られた。
And this morning, when he woke me up to make me breakfast, he got so mad at me.
起こさなかったらまた怒るように起こしても怒られた。
He would have gotten mad at me whether I got up or not. Oh my god.
佐藤
Satoko! Rika-chan went over to Satoko and said a few words of consolation. But Satoko angrily refused those words and thrust Rika-chan away.
いいに
Nini.
早く帰ってきてよ。
Come back. Come back.
Crying, Satoko slowly walked out into the hallway. After a moment, Rika-chan went after her. I couldn't stop thinking about the words Satoko had spoken while crying. I buried her uncle last night, but she said this morning. That was impossible. I buried him last night, so she couldn't have seen her uncle this morning. What was Satoko? At that point, I heard Mion's cold voice.
ねえケイちゃん、
Hey, Kei-chan.
サトコのおじさんが帰ってこないって
What did you mean?
何？
About Satoko's uncle? Oh, here's a go. Hold on.
I said too much. I let my emotions get the better of me. Whoopsie daisy. Oh gosh, no.
レナも聞いたよ。
Reina heard it too.
さとこちゃんのおじさんが帰ってこないって言った。
You said Satoko-chan's uncle didn't come home.
どうして？
Why?
なんで帰ってこないの？
Why didn't he come home? Hmm?
おかしいよね。
That's strange.
だって今朝もちゃんとさとこちゃんのおじさんはいるんだよ。
Satoko-chan's uncle was right there this morning, wasn't he?
なのになんで帰ってこないなんて言うのかな。
So,
かな。
why would you say he didn't come back? Come back. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe Oyashiro-sama has specific people for that, like, that. Maybe, hold on. Watsunagashi happens. Everybody knows it's a festival for Oyashiro-sama, the god that protects this stupid place of Hinamizawa. Okay. One is sacrificed, aka killed. The other disappears. Two things happen. Let's just say Oyashiro-sama's kind of pissed at me because I wanted someone to die that should not die. And they said, fuck you, Keiichi Matabata. He's not gonna die. So nobody can die on that night unless Oyashiro-sama decides it. And I said, fuck Oyashiro-sama. I'm gonna kill the uncle. But Oyashiro-sama was like, no. Yes, the Satoko suffering shall continue until morale increases. Yes, I think that's the case. Yeah. Because why would he be alive? What did I do last night? What did I do that whole day? I don't know. That's weird.
ケイちゃん、言ってることがさっきから変。
Kei-chan, you've been saying weird things for a while.
Suddenly, Mion and Reina started to speak in strange, creepy voices. What were they doing? What were they saying?
ケイちゃんは、サトコのおじさんがいると、何か都合が悪いことでもあるわけ？
Kei-chan, is it somehow inconvenient for you for Satoko's uncle to be around?
お前らこそ何を言ってるんだ？
You? No, what are you talking about?
サトコのおじなんかいない方がいいに。
Of course it would be.
決まってるだろうが。
Yeah, of course it would be better if Satoko's uncle wasn't here.
Yep. それはもちろんいない方がいいよね。
That's true, of course. If only he weren't here, right?
Something wasn't right. The next thing I knew, Mion and Reina were smiling thinly, and their eyes were dark and muddy, in a way that I'd never seen before. And as our eyes met, that mud even seemed to fill the air.
サトコのおじは確かに嫌なやつだよね。
Satoko's uncle is an awful person, no doubt.
私もいなくなった方がいいやつだと思うよ。
I think we'd all be better off with him gone just as much as you do.
でもさ、
But
い
he's
るわけだ
here.
し、仕方ないじゃない。
There's nothing we can do, right?
Nothing we can do. Something's wrong. Something's clearly wrong here. What the hell was happening? After a moment, a chilly liquid-like feeling, as though my blood had been mixed with sherbet, crawled up my spine.
仕方ないって。そりゃ仕方ないけど。
No choice. I mean, of course there isn't, but
でもそれじゃサトコが。
but then Satoko will never.
仕方がなければどうするのかな。
If there's no choice, what would you do?
Reina was trying to prompt me to say more. There was really no choice. So I killed him. I killed him to protect Satoko.
それは。
That's.
放っておきなよ。
Leave him alone.
そのうち解決しちゃうと思うしさ。
I think things will resolve themselves soon enough.
さとこちゃんがおじさんがいるって言ってるんだからいる。
Satoko-chan said her uncle was here, so he's here.
ちゃんと昨日もいたし。 今朝もいる。
He was here yesterday, and he's here today.
そうならそうでいいんじゃないかな。
She said so, so it's fine, right? Right?
She said so. Yeah. She said so. Huh. Why would that matter if she said so?
Why would that matter if she said so? Why would that matter? Huh. Why would that matter? Why does that matter? I'm Kate Yubata! Huh. Unless... Huh. Okay.
Mion and Reina were speaking unbelievably dismissively. How could they be talking like that? Mion and Reina, they were my friends, and were seriously worried about Satoko's abuse, weren't they? They would never blurt out something like this. And I definitely killed Satoko's uncle. No matter what Satoko or anyone else says, I wouldn't acknowledge it because him being alive was impossible. There was no way he was alive. It was impossible. And yet, since Satoko herself said he was here, then he was alive. Since Satoko... See, that's the shit I'm talking about! Since Satoko herself said he was here, then he was alive. I'm gonna go... You know what?
Let's go to the house.
Let's go to the house. Let's go. Let's go.
I didn't know why or how, but suddenly, Mion and Reina were at my sides, standing there silently.
帰ろうよ、ケイちゃん。
Let's go home, Kei-chan.
帰ったらね、今日は久しぶりにレナ、宝探しに行くつもりなんだ。
After we leave, Reina wants to go treasure hunting for the first time in a while.
みーちゃんも来るんだよ。
Mi-chan is coming too.
ケイちゃんも一緒に行こ
Kei-chan, you should come along.
う。もちろん拒否権はないからね。
Oh, fuck! I'm about to get murked. Gosh darn it. Every chapter. Same shit, different day. Same shit, different... Oh my gosh. No! 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 Gage, you're right! Why wouldn't you want to spend time with me on...
Same shit, different day. I can't stand this.
Kei-chan, you should come along. Of course, you're not allowed to refuse.
If words could freeze blood, then there was no doubt that they would have frozen me solid. I could hear it, a strange sound, like a layer of thin ice spreading, emanating from every joint in my body. And with them closely at my sides, we left the school, as if they were police officers taking me away. They talked about silly things the entire way home, like they always did. But they always stood at my sides, as if to prevent me from escaping. Just run, bro! This was strange. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Everything about this day was strange. Actually, it had been strange ever since the previous night. Yes, thinking back, it had been strange ever since killing Satoko's uncle. That creepy meeting with Takana-san was only the beginning. That insane night was still continuing. Yes, it still hadn't ended.
何？
What?
どうしたのケイちゃん？急に立ち止まったりして。
What's wrong, Kei-chan? Why did you suddenly stop?
ごめん。なんでもないよ。
Sorry, it's nothing. When I stopped, it was distant, but I definitely heard them. An extra set of footprints. An extra set of footprints. That was proof. Proof that insane night hadn't ended. Oh no. Mion left where she usually did. And we came to my house, yeah.
じゃあねケイチくん。
じゃあね、ケイチくん。
お家で待っててね。
Wait here for me.
レナ、すぐに迎えに行くから。
Rena will come to pick you up soon.
I am going to run my ass away from these hoes! What was it? She was inviting me along on one of her oversized garbage treasure hunts at the dam site, right? But why now? Mion coming along was strange too. Mion may have accepted Reina's little hobby, but she hated fishing through garbage, so she'd never come with her before. At the location specifically being the dam site. Yeah, and the location specifically being the dam site was a little creepy. The dam construction site was completely outside the flow of everyday life. It was so remote that no one ever went there unless they thought to it in particular. Nobody lived there. And there were no lights, so at night it got dark very quickly. I was being forcibly invited there. There was no reason I had to fear Reina and Mion. Besides, wouldn't the trouble I'd make by refusing them be a real pain to deal with? Yeah, in that way, it didn't seem like going treasure hunting with them was a bad idea. But that insane night was continuing. Hadn't the sirens of instinct been wailing in my ear for a while now? Warning me that Reina and Mion were strange. Yeah, they got cooties, bro. That I needed to be cautious. The warning sirens were so freaking loud. It felt like my head would split in two.
レナ。
Reina.
実はちょっと用事があるんだ。
I actually have something to do.
用事？
Something to do?
何の？
何の？
なんのって。用事だよ、用事。
Like what? I just have something to do, okay?
用事なら、なんでみーちゃんがいるうちに言ってくれなかったの？
If you had something to do, why didn't you say it while Mi-chan was here?
みーちゃんとはダム現場で待ち合わせって言って別れちゃった後なのに。
I already told her to meet us at the dam site before we split up.
Reina was smiling, but her words made her discomfort clear.
ごめん。
Sorry.
ちょっと言い出すタイミングを逃しちゃって。
I just kind of missed the opportunity to say so.
本当に？
本当に？
You're lying, aren't you? You just made that up now, you liar. That's what Reina's eyes said to me.
俺、頭が痛いんだ。
My head hurts.
風邪かもしれない。
I might have a cold.
だから病院に行って薬をもらってきたいんだよ。
So I wanted to go get it checked out and get some medicine.
本当に？
本当に？
That wasn't really a lie. It was a half lie. My head did hurt a little bit, so I wasn't lying. Reina, she couldn't figure out if my head hurt or not, just by looking at it.
なら仕方ないね。
Then I guess that's that.
So they can't tell a half a lie? Ha 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 ha. After staring me in the eyes for a few moments, she fired a sharp, needle-like stare at me. The tension in my body loosened, and I felt like my knees might buckle.
診療所に行くなら早く行った方がいいと思うよ。
If you're going to the clinic, then you should go soon.
あそこたまに早く閉まるから。
Sometimes they close early.
ありがとう。
Arigato.
そうするよ。
I'll do that.
必ず行くんだよ。
Make sure you go, okay?
病院。
To the hospital.
行くよ。
I will.
本当に行くんだよ。
Go for real. Go for real.
行く。
I will. It seemed like Reina had realized that I was going to refuse her invitation for a while now. With how serious she looks, she might actually call the clinic later to make sure I went. I couldn't say anything careless. Lying about getting checked out was just an excuse to decline her request in the first place. It didn't matter whether I actually went.
ちゃんと行くよ。
Yeah, I'll go.
なんなら明日、病院のレシートを持って行ってもいい。
If you want, I can bring you the bill tomorrow.
それいいね。
Oh, that would be good.
必ずもらっておいてね。
Be sure to bring it, okay?
レナ、明日見るから。
Reina will look at it then.
Another tingle started crawling up my back. There was no ignoring it. Reina and Mion must have been monitoring my movements. That wasn't normal. Far from it. All of it was insane. I did what I did because I wanted my peaceful life back. But what on earth was all this? It was far from peaceful. Something had gone mad, leaving the world out of order. With the other Keiichi Matabata. With those creepy footsteps I've been hearing. With Reina and Mion acting so curious. And above all, with him being alive. Where was I? Hinamizawa Village, Shishibone. I knew that much. Was this really the Hinamizawa I knew?
おい、前原圭一。ここはどこなんだ？
Hey, Keiichi Matabata. Where is this? I asked, wiping around before the front door, or whipping around before the front door, to face the one who has been following in my wake all day. Nobody would have been there, of course. Keiichi Matabata, huh? That's what I just called him. Called the one who had been trailing behind me this whole time. That shadowy presence, always clinging to me, like it was constantly watching for the opportunity to change places. Footsteps always following me was another impossibility. It couldn't have been a ghost, so it was just impossible. So the strangeness must have been my ears, my head, or Hinamizawa. Everything I could see was the same exact Hinamizawa I knew so well. And that gave me the creeps. Oh no. Eventually, I decided to actually go to the clinic. Yeah, go!
Hello, Monkey Uncle!
6.
I really didn't want to go outside. But a stronger feeling than that desire was the fear Reina might actually be keeping an eye on me to see if I went to the hospital. No, go to the hospital, bro. But before I went to the clinic, there was something I wanted to make sure of. It was at school. If the bat is still there!
If the bat is still there, I'm a kind of be mad.
I pretended I had forgotten something and was going back to the classroom to pick it up. As soon as the thought crossed my mind, I was overwhelmed by paranoia. I was just going to the classroom, but I hated it so much, having to be so careful to fake it. After carefully verifying once more that nobody was watching, I went over to the locker. Yes, Satoshi's locker. I committed the crime with the bat I found in this locker. Satoshi's bat. And then I had thrown the bat into the swamp, which meant the bat shouldn't have been inside.
Okay, I'm gonna go get some tea. And you can too with thedragonstreasure.com/sawagrapesama. I need tea. My throat is feeling icky. So I will be back. Don't worry, we will be back and we will see if the bat is actually in the locker. Okay? I will be back. I will be back. I will be back.
Okay, I'm back. Now. Oh, ask Kazioni.
Higione became a boy.
20 months, that's crazy. Arigato. I'm steeping my tea, hold on. I'll tell you what it is, hold on.
I have peach cobbler, beta, rubios, rubios.
I always misspeak it. I always say R-O-O-I-B-O-S. Roibos. That's too many fucking vowels next to each other. It has cassia, cinnamon, it has marigold, it has caramel cream flavor, peach flavor, apple pieces on peach pieces.
Boy. Suwa is nice and cute.
No, never! Thank you. Ah, yes. Did anybody do? Hold on. Ah, shit! Hold on. Hold on. I thought I saw something. Oh, thank you, Jedi Desk, for the 10 gift memberships. Remember to say thank you.
Baka.
Arigato. Let's get the ad out of here. But that's what I'm sipping. I don't know if he still has it up. If not, you should get apple cider tea. It has the green rubios that I like better, but it has an interesting ingredient that I didn't realize. It has elderberry in it. Why does it have elderberry in it? I don't know, but I like elderberry. It has rose hips, orange peel, clove, cinnamon, apple pieces, and cinnamon flavor, and green rubios. So yeah, I like it. Apple cider tea, yeah. Tell if I didn't get it because YouTube is a baka now. But YouTube is weird. Isn't elderberry poisonous? No. Of course not. You know what is poisonous though? Asparagus berries. Those are poisonous. Also, the berries that come from potatoes, don't eat that. Don't eat that. Those are dangerous too. Elderberries are good for you. At least, I think so. At least I had a tincture of it. I ate it. It's fine. I'm still here. I'm still here. Yeah, it's good for your immune system. If you have chickens, you can give them elderberry and that would help them from getting the bird flu. I'm not a doctor, but it might help them from getting the bird flu. Elderberry raw is bad. Just cook it. Make a sauce or something. I don't know. Yeah, bowberries, those are very poisonous. Very poisonous. Okay, let's get this out. And take a sippy sip. Oh yeah, baby. The cream is really good. Oh yeah, and I usually hate robios. Cause it has like a kind of a... I don't know, I like the green better. I don't know. Has like a high... I feel the tannins, if that makes sense. But with that cream flavor, it kind of mellows it out. And the peaches, oh, the peaches. I love peach. Damn it, I'm changing myself to sour peach sama. Can I rebrand, please? I want to rebrand. Oh, it's so good. No, I have to be grape. What about grapefruit? Can I be grapefruit? No? Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys. I can't have fun. Okay.
Okay, let's see if the bat's there. But, what if the bat was still in here? It was a very dreadful, incomprehensible idea, but if it was true, it would explain a lot. If the bat was in here, yesterday's events would have all been a delusion. No, an illusion. I hadn't killed anyone, and I'd gone to the festival. I had a great time rampaging about with everyone. It would prove that Keiichi Matabata was really me. Proof that I was only under some strange assumption that I had killed Satoko's uncle. Proof that it had all been a wild fantasy. That would explain everything. Nothing happened yesterday. Nothing ever happens. Nothing ever happens, Keiichi Matabata. I had just gone mad, unable to separate my shocking, uncle-killing dream from reality. That would explain everything. If the bat was here, would I be able to accept that reality? No! And oh! If it was here, nothing will have changed. If it was here, it would just mean I'd gone crazy. Preparing myself for the worst, I opened the locker door. I was actually scared of opening it slowly, so I threw it open with a bang.
Bang.
And just like the first time, the choking scent of the choking scent of smell and sweat, like a stable towel, came flowing out. There was a baseball uniform and some miscellaneous other things, like notebooks. Yeah, the scent of smell. What was that? What? Okay. There was also a shoe pouch. And as for the bat, it wasn't here.
Okay, so we know one thing. If something goes into the swamp, it does not come out. Period. Point blank. It does not come out. So what we should have done was thrown his ass in the swamp. I guess I did kill the uncle. Why wouldn't the bat be there if I didn't kill the uncle?
It was how I left it when I took the bat out. There was no doubt. Yesterday really happened. Now that I knew I wasn't a lunatic, I felt relieved. But at the same time, if I wasn't the crazy one, then Hinamizawa was. And that was evidence of a reality I found... Yeah, and that was evidence of a reality I found just too difficult to accept. There was noise, somehow, creeping into everything I saw, and the world was losing a tiny bit of color. So, what did I know about last night now? Now that I'd made sure the bat wasn't there, I didn't need to be here anymore. Shall I go? For real? To the hospital? It was my first time going to the hospital, but from what I've heard, it wasn't far from school.
Good night, Sniper Babu. Wait. That's not your name. That's not your name. They fucked up your name. Good night, Bob. They fucked up your name. They fucked up everything. Is anybody else's chat doing this? Or is it just mine? I think it's just mine. Ugh. This is silly.
My mom had told me where it was. A big, easy-to-see road went straight there.
Yeah, you aren't Desu anymore. You're Desu 24. What the fuck? Why is it doing that?
I went past the shopping street and made a turn. It wasn't overly hard to spot with a sign with Erie Clinic written. Irie? Is it?
Edie. Is that how you say it? Edie? Edie.
Clinic written on it. Yeah, I hate that it switched to handles, man. What the fuck? Whatever. I'm just. There was one other person, an older man, there in the air-conditioned waiting room. I went up to the counter and told him it was my first time here. The man behind the counter glanced at the clock and said there would be a short wait. It was almost 5. Clinic hours would be ending soon. As I sat in this unfamiliar waiting room, isolated from everyone, and let myself feel the cool air, I actually felt relieved. What should I tell the doctor when he comes? I should tell him I had a cold, but I was the very picture of health. Actually, I wanted him to check my head. I wanted someone to confirm me whether I was really sane or not.
前原圭一さん。
Maribara-san.
診察室へお入りください。
Please come into the examination room.
Huh? Oh, wait a moment, that's the coach! It's Coach! The voice from the other side of the examination curtain. I thought I'd heard it somewhere before.
こんにちは。
It's Coach. Yeah, it's Coach. I'll be fine, bros. It's a bro.
Yay!
Hello.
ここでお会いするのは初めてですね。
This is the first time we've seen each other here.
監督
Coach!
監督ってお医者さんだったんですか？
Coach, you were a doctor? Now that you mention it, he did seem to know his way around when he was looking at my shoulder in the nurse's office. It would make sense if he was actually a doctor. Come to think of it, our teacher called him Airie Sensei, didn't she?
一応お医者さんなんかやっています。
Well, yes. I'm more or less a doctor here.
お医者さんはいいですよ。
Doctors have it really good, you know.
若いすべすべなお肌を
ねえ
見放題の触り放題。
You get to see and touch all that young, silky, smooth skin.
怪しいお注射で自由を奪って私だけの専属メイドに。
I could seal their agency with a suspicious injection and have them be my personal maids.
ありがとうございました。
Thank you very much.
今のを見てただけで風邪が治りまし
Just
た。
seeing that made my cold go
失
away.
礼します。
I'll be leaving
Get
now. Polite bow.
うわったったった。
Whoa, wait.
前原さん。
Maribara-san.
冗談です。
A joke. It was a joke.
さ座って診察させてください。
Come, sit down and let me take a look at you.
聴診器を当てますから前原さんのすべすべのお胸を見せてください。
I'll need to use my stethoscope, so show me your silky smooth chest, Maribara-san.
For some reason, I felt really relieved. After that insane night, as much as I thought everything had gone crazy, Coach was here doing the same thing he always did. And I was very happy for that.
風邪ではないようですね。
You don't seem to have a cold.
むしろ全身の擦り傷や切り傷の方が痛々しいくらいです。
Actually, those scrapes and cuts all over you seem to be the painful thing.
ひょっとして 半袖半ズボンで藪の中に入って遊びましたか？
Don't tell me you were playing in the bushes with short sleeves and shorts.
切り傷から破傷風菌が入った可能性もないとは言えませんし、
I mean, I can't say for sure you haven't been infected with tetanus?
Tetanus?
I was chasing that man last night. I kept being scraped. Yeah, as I was chasing that man last night, I kept being scraped by bits of trees. I didn't realize I had so many cuts.
昨日のお祭りではしゃぎすぎましたね。
You went a little crazy at the festival yesterday.
若いというのはいいことです。
Enjoy that while you're young.
And once again, I apparently went to the festival.
監督も行ったんですよね。
Coach, did you go too?
お祭り。
To the festival?
ね
え。Yes.
もちろんですよ。
Of course I did.
私こう見えても綿流しの実行委員会の役員ですからね。
I may be a doctor, but I'm also on the Watanagashi Executive Committee.
俺に会いましたか？
Did you see me there? This coach was the same coach that I had always known, and I felt like I could trust him more than my weird friends. So I asked.
実は私、本部テントでずっと会長さんたちとお酒を飲んでたんで、全然お祭りは見て回ってないんですよ。
Well, actually, I was drinking in the main tent with the chairman and the others the whole time. I didn't go out to see the festival at all.
前原さんには会ってないと思います。
I don't think I saw you.
そうですか。
Oh.
変わった質問をしましたね。
That was a strange question.
ひょっとして今日、寝不足ですか？
Perhaps you didn't sleep well last night.
いけませんよ。
You can't do
成長
that.
期はよく食べよく寝て育つんですから。
You have to sleep and eat well to grow up fine.
Coach let out a laugh. He didn't laugh in an unnatural way like Mion and Reina did. Coach was okay. He was the coach from the world I knew. He wasn't someone from this abnormal world.
こんな話、きっと変だと思うんですけど。
Well, this all might seem a little weird to you, but
笑わないで聞いてほしいんです。
I want you to hear me out without laughing.
ええ、どうぞ。
Yeah, go ahead.
思春期のシャイな悩み、大いに歓迎ですよ。
I greatly welcome any shy, bashful worries you might have as you come into puberty.
俺と瓜二つな人間がいるなんてありえますか？
Could it be possible that I have an identical twin? Coach hadn't expected that question at all and couldn't say anything for a moment. But then, he smiled calmly and quietly answered.
迷信ですが、世界には自分と全く同じ顔をした人があと2人いるなんて話を聞いたことがありますね。
This is just superstition, but I've heard before that everyone has two other people in the world who look just like them.
いるならぜひお会いしてみたいものですが。
If there was, I'd certainly like to meet him, though.
あと、おとぎ話にも自分の分身が登場する話がいろいろありますよ。
Also, there are plenty of fairy tales where a person's double
A
appears.
deadly capsule donated
thank
$2
you.
to the most wickedest
Arigato.
Sawashama. So is Satoko's uncle gay or a clone?
Probably a clone. I don't know. Could a clone be gay? I don't know. I don't know.
.ドイツのおとぎ話に出てくるドッペルのお化けなど
Ah,
が有名
yes,
で
the
す。
doppelgangers.
German ones about doppelgangers are probably the most famous.
ドッペルのお化け。
Doppelgangers.
ええ、
Yeah,
自分の姿に瓜二つなんだ
they
そう
look
です。
exactly like another person.
不幸の前触れなんだそうで、これに遭ってしまうと近いうちに死んでしまうみたいな話らしいですよ。
Oh no. They look exactly like the other person. Apparently they herald misfortune, and if you meet one, you're sure to die soon. I think that's how it went.
When you meet them, you're sure to die soon. The story ended directly in pain. Directly in death. Plain and simple. And it made my spine tingle. Coach wasn't saying it to scare me, though. He was just offering a casual anecdote. But that made it feel all the more real.
そのお化けがひなみ沢に出るなんて話はありますか?
Let me move my mic a bit and then scoot my little bottom over this way. And then move the mic back. Oh, relaxing. Yes.
Have you ever heard of one of those things showing up in Hinamizawa?
え? Eh?
さて、どうでしょう?
Well, I can't say that I have.
Coach must have thought he was being teased, so he laughed in an exaggerated way. But when I didn't smile along with him, his laughter steadily grew fainter.
すみません。ちょっと真面目な話のつもりだったんで。
I'm sorry. Well, I was sort of being serious.
いえ、こっちこそ笑ってすみませんでした。
What? Oh no. I'm getting attacked by the yawns. Oh man.
No, I can't sleep yet. I don't want to sleep. No sleep, no. No, no sleep, no. No.
No, I apologize for laughing.
何か気になることでもおありですか?
Was there something you were worried about?
I wondered if I should tell him. Then, after resolving myself one final time, I slowly spoke.
俺、昨日はお祭りに行っていないんです。
I didn't go to the festival yesterday.
そうでしたか。
Is that right?
お祭りは来年もあります。
Well, there will be one next year.
その時また。
Then you can...
そうじゃなくて。
That's not what I meant.
俺は祭りに行っていないのに、みんなが言うには、俺は祭りにいたらしいんですよ。
I didn't go to the festival, but according to everyone else, I was there.
こんなことってあるんですか?
Could that even be possible? Ah. After blinking his eyes in amazement, Coach thought seriously about what I was trying to say. And he answered, choosing his words carefully.
お話を整理しますね。
Let me make sure I have this straight.
つまり前原君は綿流しのお祭りに行ったけど、その記憶がないということですか?
Marabara-kun, you went to the Watanagashi festival, but you don't remember it. Am I right?
I was trying to say something completely different, but I suppose any sane person would come to that conclusion. That night, Keiichi Marabara was actually at the festival, but I was saying I didn't go. That obviously meant my memories of going there had failed me, but that was absolutely impossible.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That vivid act I had committed during the downpour couldn't possibly have been an illusion. All these scrapes on my body prove it, as does the fact the bat wasn't in the locker.
違うんです、監督。
No, that's not it, Coach.
俺は本当に祭りに行っていないんです。
本当に? Yeah, really. I really didn't go to the festival.
気を悪くしないでくださいよ、前原さん。
Please don't take offense, Marabara-san.
前原さんにはこれまでに気づいたら見知らぬ場所にいたとか、そういう記憶の欠落を経験されたことがありますか?
Have you ever had an experience where you were suddenly somewhere unfamiliar and you couldn't remember why?
ないです。
No.
それに記憶を失ったとかそういうのじゃない。
And I didn't lose my memories or anything.
だってその祭りの時間には別の用事を確かにやっていましたから。
Because while the festival was going on, I was definitely doing something else.
寝てて意識がなかったとか、そういうのじゃありません。
It wasn't like I was asleep and unconscious or anything.
その用事は間違いなく。
You're certain you were doing something else?
大変失礼ですが、何かの思い込みでなく。
I know you're being awfully rude, but are you sure you're not I know I'm being awfully rude, but are you sure you're not mistaken?
間違いありません。
I know I'm not.
完全にはっきりとした記憶。いや、事実です。
My memories are as clear as day, and they were real.
お祭りの時間に神社にいなくて、よそで別の用事をしていた。
During the festival, you weren't at the shrine, and you were doing something else?
それをはっきりした形で証明できますか？
Can you definitely prove that?
That's right. Thinking it through brought me to this. There was only one way to prove that I really wasn't at the festival yesterday, and that was to show that there was no doubt I had killed her uncle. Coach saw me struggling to answer, and his eyes looked a little cold. I guess they would. After all, from Coach's perspective, I was just a weirdo sputtering nonsense.
少し横になりましょうか。
Would you like to lay down?
心を落ち着けて楽にしましょう。
Maybe you should relax and take it easy for a bit.
別に横になりに来たわけじゃありません。
Sorry,
遠慮します。
I didn't really come here to lay down.
少し神経に高ぶりがあるようです。
You seem to be a little worked up.
鎮静剤を
Why
注
don't
射
you
し
give
て少し目をつむってみませんか？
Why don't I give you a sedative that'll let you sleep for a bit?
それで
That way.
俺は異常者じゃない。
I'm not being strange! I realized Coach was treating me like a deviant, so I raised my voice.
気に障ったなら謝ります。
I apologize if I offended you.
ですからどうか
Please,
落ち着いて。
calm down.
俺は絶対に祭りには行っていない。
I definitely didn't go to the festival.
それは本当に間違いないんです。
That's the truth!
分かってます。
I understand.
分かってますから。
I
どう
understand,
か落
so
ち着いて
please.
深呼吸を。
Calm down, take a deep breath.
あんたは全然分かっていない。
No, you don't understand at all! Coach was stunned and stared in stupefaction.
How do I say this? Stupefaction. 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 That's, but it says action. It says action. Stupefaction? Stupefaction! At first I was like stupefaction, right? No, but this says stupefaction. Where's the P? P? This is the P? K? ¿Dónde está K? Where's the Cation? Stupefaction. 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 It really is stupefaction, ain't it? Is this a real word? Did they fuck up or did I fuck up? Who fucked up? An actual word? I don't fucking know. I thought it was stupefaction, but it's stupefaction. You and Chad fucked Oh my god. I'm glad I'm not the only baka. I'm happy I'm not the only one to state of being stupefied.
Stupefaction. That's what it is, y'all. I knew it. But y'all was telling me stupefaction. Like, I didn't know. Like, I can't read. That says action!
It's action. Anyway, he's stunned. He's stupefied.
分かっていますよ。前原さん。
I do understand,
あ
Barabara-san.
なたは昨日はお祭りに来なかった。
You didn't go to the festival
そう
yesterday.
ですよね。
Is that right?
私は信じます。
I believe you.
信じますよ。
I believe you.
Coach jotted down a brief note in his records. He was writing it in German. Oh no! He's writing in German? Oh no. So that his patient wouldn't know what it said. But I can make a good guess as to what he
あ
wrote.
の時間に何をしていたか全部話さないと信じませんか？
You won't believe me until I tell you everything I was doing at the time, will you?
いいえ、信じますから。
No, I believe you.
どうか座って
Please,
ください。
sit down.
Before I sat, I tilted my head back a little. The blood in my face all drained out, and I quieted down. After taking a deep breath, I made sure that I was calm now.
俺が祭りの会場にいることはありえない。
It would have been impossible for me to be at the festival.
なぜならその時間に俺は
Because, at the time, I was... Should I tell him? Or not?
What would you do, chat? Did you tell him? Yeah, Gail, I'm getting them same feelings. He's gonna drug us like chapter 1. We never found out who the boss of that was, by the way. Of the chapter 1 where they're like, "Ooh, we're gonna inject you. Ooh, 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 ooh."
I should tell him. Why not? He's a doctor.
Yeah, we never found out who the director was. So, yeah. Interesting. He's gonna tell him, though. I have a feeling this Keiichi Marabara never learns. Never learns. Yeah, the whole point was that no one would know. No one would know. So why is he talking about it?
I really didn't want to go on living like this, feeling this horrible. And I said them, the final, fatal words.
サトコの王子を殺していたからです。
Because I was killing Satoko's uncle at the time. I could smell the concrete in the room. I could feel the air around us sharpen. Nobody moved. Only the sound of the clock ticking told us time hadn't stopped. With his mouth wide open, Coach even forgot to blink for a little while.
あなたがサトコちゃんのおじさんを
You killed Satoko-chan's uncle?
Yeah. It's fine now, Keiichi Marabara. Don't hesitate. Admit it. With all your strength.
はい。
はい。
俺が昨日の夜
Yes. Last night, I did it.
殺しました。
I killed him. I spoke clearly and fluidly. I could easily tell that Coach's mind had gone completely blank. Ah,
どうし
shit.
てそんなことを
Why would you?
いえ
No,
それは愚問ですね。
that was a foolish question.
サトコを救う最も直接的な方法だと考えるに至り実行しました。
I believed it was the most direct method of saving Satoko, so I carried it out.
後悔はわずかもありません。
I don't have any regrets. Let's go! That's right!
そうですか。
I see.
Coach smiled thinly and nodded a bit.
だから俺は祭りの会場にいるわけがないんです。
So I couldn't have been at the festival. I left the brightness of my house for the darkness of the outside. After that, I dug holes, made phone calls. I had my hands full. And then, I attacked him, killed him, and buried him. It was pouring hard at the time. You know what he could have done instead of this shit? Well, I mean, not telling him, Just go where you buried him and check. Is he still there? And we don't even know. Hold on.
I just realized. Satoko said he's still alive. Satoko said that. She's known to lie. I'm just saying. That still doesn't negate the fact that he was supposedly at the festival, but Satoko, you know, that's what Satoko said. Why do we trust Satoko? Yeah, the thank you, Gail. There was the Oishi tip confirming he was missing. So she's the only one that said he was alive. Nobody else, like, come on now. She was the only one that went back to the house. None of the other girls did. So they don't know. They don't actually know. I would have went first to her house to see if he was still alive. I would have went to where I buried him to see if he was still there. You know, the doctor thing, maybe, but come on now. Come on. Don't tell him that you did that. Why does he need to know? He don't need to know. Whatever, Keiichi Marabara. You do the dumbest shit possible.
The festival started that evening, but was suspended due to the rain. There were no gaps in my memories. From late afternoon until it started to rain. There was no time for me to possibly have gone to the festival.
その体中の傷はその時に
And those wounds, are they from that?
そうです。
そうです。
サトコの家を少し行ったところに林道がありますよね。
There's a road through the forest near Satoko's
あそこで
house.
襲い、逃げるあいつを追い、町に至る一本道で殺すに至りました。
I attacked him there. He ran, but I chased him, and finally killed him near the road that leads to town.
それは本当に
Is that true?
Killing her uncle. It wasn't some wild fantasy. I could tell that Coach didn't believe me, so I spoke slowly, not letting myself grow excited.
本当です。
本当です。
サトシのバットで殴り殺しました。
I killed him with Satoshi's bat.
そのバットはあいつが乗ってきたバイクと一緒に沼に捨てました。
And I threw it. Wait, hold on. It's true. I killed him with Satoshi's bat. I threw it and the uncle's motorbike into the swamp.
死体は殺した場所に穴を掘り埋めました。
I dug a hole, killed him, and buried him.
すべて自分が一人でやり
I
ました。
did it all by myself.
サトコちゃんのおじはバイクで通りかかったんですね。
Satoko-chan's uncle drove past you on a motorbike, didn't he?
ではあなたはそれを期待して延々と待ち伏せを。
Then you predicted he'd do that and just waited?
あいつが家から出ないことは想定していました。
I assumed he wouldn't be leaving his house that day.
だから電話で適当な嘘を喋ってあいつが出かけるように仕向けました。
So I lied to him over the phone to get him out.
電話で呼び出した。
You called him?
でもあなたの家とサトコちゃんの家は
But your
離れて
house
いま
is
す。
so far away from Satoko-chan's.
電話をしてからではとても待ち伏せに間に合わないのでは。
I wouldn't think you'd be able to make it there so soon after calling him.
襲撃予定場所から最も近い電話として学校の電話を使いました。
I used a phone closer to where I was going to attack him. The one at the school.
でも前原さん、
But Bada-Bada-san,
当日は日曜
it
日で
was
す。
Sunday.
学校には施錠がされていて
Wouldn't the school have
入
been
れないの
locked
では。
up?
偶然その時営林署の人が中に出入りしたんです。
A forest ranger happened to go inside for a bit.
その隙に入りました。
I slipped in when I had the chance. After that, Coach grilled me on a few different things regarding the incident. He made sure to question me carefully, looking for any contradictions in my account.
信じましょう。
I'll believe you.
あなたが昨日したことは夢とは思えない。
What you did yesterday doesn't seem like a dream.
I explained everything, including minor details that only someone who had actually committed the act could explain. I could, of course. It was only yesterday. Coach realized that my story had no expedient coincidences or too convenient details that would have existed in a daydream or a delusion, and finally seemed to want to believe me.
これでもまだ俺が記憶をなくして祭り会場に行ったと思いますか？
So, do you still think I went to the festival and lost my memory? Coach slowly shook his head. Okay.
でもクラスのみんなが昨日確かに俺が祭りにいたと言います。
But everyone in class, they said I was at the festival yesterday.
そんなことがありえるでしょうか？
Is that even possible?
あるわけがない。
No, it's not.
きっとクラスの皆さんはあなたによく似た誰かとあなたを見間違えたのでしょう。
Your classmates probably mistook you for someone who looks very similar.
それに集団心理が働いて皆さんはあなたがお祭りにいたと錯覚してしまっているに違いありません。
Then, given how group psychology works, everyone just assumed that you had been at the festival.
They couldn't have mistaken me. Me, Keiichi Monobara! You can't mistake me. Mion and the rest said they were spending time with Keiichi Monobara. It was much more than just having mistaken someone else for me. But saying that out loud would just confuse Coach. He spoke to me in whispered tones.
罪の意識はあるんですか？
Do you feel guilty at all?
It didn't sound like he was criticizing me. He wanted to do it too! He wanted... And even if he had, I would have flatly said the same thing.
ありません。
I don't.
あいつのいなかった平穏な時間を取り戻すために行いました。
I did it so that I could return to the peaceful days that he'd stolen from us.
だから俺はあいつを殺したことなんかさっさと忘れてこれまで通りに生活するつもりです。
So I plan to forget all about having killed him and live my life as usual.
あいつが現れる前、サトコがいつも見せてくれたあの笑顔が戻った時、ようやく全ては終わります。
Once Satoko's regular smile returns, the one from before he showed up, everything will finally be over.
犯行を誰かに目撃されたということは？
Any chance someone witnessed the crime?
ないと思います。
I don't think so.
目撃されてれば、もうとっくに逮捕されてるでしょうから。
If someone had seen me, I would have been arrested already.
私は医者です。
I am a doctor.
人の命を
My
救
job
う
is to
職にあ
save
ります。
lives.
だから私から人間の命を奪うことを肯定する旨の発言はできません。
So I cannot make any statements to the effect of condoning the taking of another's life.
だから
So,
私はあなたにこう言います。
instead I'll say this. What is he gonna say? Arigato! What is he gonna... Oh, he puts his head on my shoulder. You did good, kid.
Coach slowly rose and placed a hand on my shoulder.
サトコちゃんを救ってくれてありがとう。
For saving Satoko-chan, I thank you.
Coach's eyes started shedding warm tears. When I looked at him, I started to feel some tears of my own. I didn't know what I was crying for. And so, for a little while, the two men in the room fought back their tears.
でもおかしいんです。
But it's strange.
おかしいとは？
What is?
確かに殺したはずなのに、あの男は生きて家に帰ったらしいんです。
I'm sure I killed him. And yet, he seems to have returned home alive.
Yeah. I mean, Do we believe that? Do we believe Satoko? I don't. I don't believe her at all. I won't believe it until I fucking see it. Until I see it.
Coach's expression immediately sharpened.
状況にもよりますが、気絶や仮死状態など、素人が見ると死んだようにしか見えない状態もいくつかあります。
Check the body, baka. Yeah, he needs to check the body. I don't see why he hasn't done that yet.
Depending on the situation, there are many ways that mere unconsciousness can look like real death to a layperson.
その可能性は
Do you think it's possible he was just knocked out?
脈を取ったわけではありませんが、確実に仕留めたと思います。
I didn't check for a pulse, but I'm pretty sure I did him in. Of course I did. I cracked his skull and then the bat was seeping out and there was blood everywhere. Of course he died.
前原さんが襲った時の状況を再現してもらってもいいですか？
Could I ask you to reproduce the situation in which you attacked him, Paranoia?
Coach rolled up a Health and Fitness Week poster nearby and offered it to me to represent the bat. I hit him here, and I hit him there. Though I may have been lost to the emotions of a beast that night, I remembered in detail the number of times I swung the bat, the angles I had swung from, and the force I had applied. Scrib, whatever. I totally freaking caved his head in with that fucking bat, bro. I did it. Using Coach as a stand-in for Uncle. The uncle, I reproduced him over, one by one.
そしてあいつが足を取られてよろめいた時、脳天にこう叩きつけました。
And when he tripped and fell, I bashed him on him in the top of the head, like this.
その時、これまでとは違った手応えがありました。
And when I did, it felt different from the other strikes.
頭蓋骨が割れたんだと思いました。
I thought I'd cracked his skull. Coach was calmly analyzing this information, using the places I'd struck and the situation at hand to find out what state the uncle's body had been in.
そして死んだかどうか自信が持てなかったので、倒れた後も何度か殴りつけました。
I need to sip some more tea. It felt good, Doc. I'm having urges to do it again. Is this puberty, Doc? Is this the second puberty that everybody keeps talking about? This is second puberty, okay.
The violent urge to kill.
Let me stretch. Oh, stretchy. Oh, man. Oh, I'm getting sleepy. Oh, no. It's midnight. That's why. I've been only getting 4 hours of sleep. At night, things have been very hectic and weird. I'm not drinking caffeinated tea, by the way, but it's fine. I'm gonna finish. Y'all don't understand. This'll be finished. It has to be.
I wasn't totally sure he was dead, so I hit him a few more times after he fell.
その時の反応は
Did he react at all?
初めは殴るたびに体が跳ねるような感じがありましたが、やがてそれもなくなり、何の反応もなくなりました。
At first, I sort of felt his body jolting with every hit, but eventually that stopped too, and he didn't react at all. Coach folded his arms and said, a few times. And then he spoke.
死んでいます。
He's dead.
ほぼ間違いなく。
There's not much doubt about it.
それは仮死状態ではなく、
He didn't just look like he was.
前原さんの話からだけではなかなか判断がつきませんが、ほぼ確実だと思います。
I can't say very much from just your story, Marabara-san, but I think it's almost certain.
それに前原さんは死体を泥の中に埋め、 結構な時間をかけて埋めていますよね。
Besides, you buried the corpse in the mud, and that took you quite a bit of time, right?
Yeah, if he was alive, he would have got up.
仮に30分で埋めたとして、
Let's say it took you 30 minutes.
その男は
That would mean he
30
was
分間
buried under the
も
muddy
泥
water
水
for
に沈められ
those
ていた
30
こと
minutes.
になります。
Yeah.
それだけの時間、呼吸が止められたら確実に脳死します。
If you don't breathe for that long, your brain will die no matter what.
殴った強さ以前に埋める過程で確実に絶命したと。
No, Sleepy, I must fight it! I must fight it! Oh my gosh. I'm awake. I'm awake. I'm awake. I'm awake.
You mean, even ignoring how hard I hit him, he would definitely have died while I was burying him?
そういうことです。
That's right.
30分間、泥に埋められていて、生きていられる人などありえません。
It's impossible to stay alive buried underground for 30 minutes.
ありえないですよね。
Impossible. You're right.
でも、
But
サトコは生きてると。
Satoko, she says he's alive. Coach, a doctor, just gave me his stamp of approval that he was dead for sure. That made it seem all the more unfair that he could still be among the living, which he's not. He can't be. She lied to me. She lied.
Barebara-san
これはとても恐ろしい
This
想像なのですが、
is a really horrible idea, but
前原さんが殺した相手が叔父でなく別人である可能性は。
is it possible that the person you killed wasn't actually her uncle?
Huh? He's right. That could be why. It cleared up the inconsistency of my definitely having killed someone. But him still being alive. No, it doesn't clear up shit. Because they said Keiichi Manabata's at the festival. And he was not at the festival because I am Keiichi Manabata and I'm here.
そんなはずはない。
There's no way.
だってほら、
I
監
mean,
督と一緒にサトコ
we
の
were
家の前
both
で
at Satoko's
酒瓶の
house.
袋を運んだ時、窓から顔を出した男がいたじゃないですか。
No. I mean, we were both at Satoko's house when she was bringing his alcohol inside. And there was a man who stuck his face out of the window to look.
あいつですよね。
It was him, right?
サトコのお家は。
That was Satoko's uncle, right?
ええ、
Yes,
間違いありませんよ。
you're not wrong.
あの男です。
It was that bad.
実はもう一人おじがいるなんてことは。
Could she have had more than one uncle or something?
聞いたことがありません。
Not the one that I've ever heard of.
あの男だけです。
It's just him.
あいつの特徴を教えてもらえますか。
Could you tell me what he looked like?
まず身長が
Well,
です
his height
ね、
first.
175、もう少しあるかもしれません。
He was about 175 centimeters, maybe a little taller.
In order to eliminate the worst possibility that I'd killed someone else, Coach began to thoroughly compare what the man in his mind looked like with what I had told him the person I killed looked like. But no matter how in depth my description went, none of the characteristics differed. The uncle's traits, according to Coach, were all exactly the same as the person I'd killed. But those traits were all extremely vague, and they weren't particularly distinct at a glance.
もっとこう絶対にあいつだと識別できる特徴はありませんか。
Oh, great. Is there anything else about him that would let us identify him for sure?
そういえば、私は見たことはありませんが、
Now that you mention it, I've never seen it, but
サトコちゃんが昔、背中に虎だかなんだかの入れ墨があるなんて言っていたような気がします。
Excuse me.
I believe Satoko-chan once said a long time ago that he had a tattoo of a tiger or something on his back.
入れ墨。
A tattoo of Tiger-chan. That was really important. Not everyone had a tattoo. If I found a tattoo on the back of the man's corpse, it would be proof that I'd killed the right one. At the moment, though, there was one other thing that would verify this. To go to Satoko's house and see for myself that the uncle that had returned home despite having... Yeah, that the uncle that had returned home... Wait. And see for myself the uncle that had returned home despite having died. But that was far more terrifying than digging up the body and looking at its back. Is that Keiichi Matabata? I don't know.
Ah, my arm is itchy.
Without even looking at the tattoo, I know for sure that the one I'd killed had been Satoko's uncle. Yeah, he can't die if he is killed. He can't die again. Unless he's a vampire. Ooh. I cracked his head open and killed him. And yet, he'd gone back home. There wasn't any misunderstanding or even a shadow of doubt in my mind about having killed him. And yet, it was impossible for him to exist. Kind of like how Keiichi Matabata had been at the festival, despite it being impossible. That small commonality made me feel as though a faint but bizarre force was permeating this insane Hinamizawa.
I
どういう
wonder,
ことなのでしょう。
what on earth could have happened?
前原さんはお祭りには行かず、聡子ちゃんのおじさんを殺していたにもかかわらず、
Despite you not going to the festival and killing Satoko-chan's
お
uncle,
祭りにはあなたがいて、そして殺したはずのおじさんも生きている。
you were at the festival, and the uncle you killed is alive.
何がなんだかさっぱりわからないです。
None of this makes any sense.
そうやって整理して言うと、まるで俺が悪い夢を見ていて、実は殺人なんて存在しなかったんじゃないかと思えてしまう。
When I look at everything that way, it's almost like I'm having a nightmare, and there's no killer at all.
でも事実なんです。
But it's the truth.
この手でバットでガツンガツンと殴ったあの感触は絶対に夢や幻なんかじゃないんです。
The sensation I used my own hands and that bat to bash him again and again. It was no illusion or dream. Coach let out a slow sigh, and then after looking at the clock, got up.
ちょっとこの話、もう少し真剣にやりましょう。
Let's go over this a little more seriously.
ちょっと失礼して。
If you'll excuse me, I'll put on some tea.
Tea? Tea? And you can put on some tea too. If you go to thedragonstreasure.com/sawagrapesama, you can save 10% off your order. Yay! Yes. I did it. 3-in-1 stream, baby. Ah, this tea is good. I'm all comfy. I'm all comfy. 2 uncles, 2 Keiichis.
診療所も終わりの時間ですからね。
Clinic's about to close after all.
ジムの方とかも返してあげないと。
I need to get the other employees to leave.
Coach stood up and went out into the hallway, leaving me alone. The clock was about to strike 6. I was at the festival, and the uncle I'd killed was alive. Had I really committed murder yesterday? The only whisper of a fact that proved it happened was the absence of that bat from Satoshi's locker. In any case, I was glad that Coach had taken my nonsense seriously. I just confessed to murder. Oh no. Normally that would frighten a person away, but Coach didn't run. He cried with me. I was glad he did. Like so, my tension smoothly melted away, and I suddenly realized I really had to urinate. I thought to use the restroom while Coach had stepped out. There was one across from the waiting room. As soon as I left the room, I saw Coach and 2 male doctors wearing white clothing standing in the shadows in the hallway nearby. I didn't particularly intend to eavesdrop or anything, but I was quite surprised upon noticing how uneasy they seemed. I hid behind the wall and quietly listened in. It seemed like Coach was giving directions to 2 doctors.
紅茶ですね。
Black tea.
用意します。
I'll make some.
睡眠導入剤を入れて種類は任せます。
Is he the director? No way.
Mix in the sedative you think is best for the
味
occasion.
はミルクと砂糖でごまか
Cover
し
the taste with milk and sugar.
急激な眠気に不信感を抱く可能性もあ
He
り
may
ます。
grow suspicious at the sudden onset of drowsiness.
興奮状態に
Is
陥
it
って
possible he may get
暴れ出す可能性
agitated and become violent?
その場合は取り押さえましょ
We will handle that.
う。男性スタッフはまだ何人か残って
How
ま
many
す。
male staff are still here?
山犬が一人。
One mountain dog. He is the director. He has to be. Ah.
それに私たちを含めて3人です。
One mountain dog, including us 3.
Ooh.
What was all this? I think I was already agitated, despite what Coach said. Was that it? Was it just a casual conversation, and it was only sounding unbelievable to me? Coach said he would bring back some black tea and left the room. And then, in the shadows, he was telling his subordinates to put some kind of sleeping powder in the tea. Plus, they were getting extra help in case I thought the sudden sleepiness was suspicious and started getting violent. Hey, wait, Keiichi Marabata! Calm down! There's no way something this stupid could be happening. I mean, he was genuinely listening to my story and he even cried with me. I thought he was the one person in Hinamizawa who would understand. This was...
– 作り話か虚言の兆候があり、特に昨日の記憶が完全に混乱。
There are signs of fabrications or falsehoods, and his memories of yesterday in particular are completely confused.
虚実の区別の喪失。
He can no longer tell truth from falsehood.
多重人格等の精神障害に酷似しています。
It's quite similar to multiple personality disorder.
でも、こんな急激な精神障害の発症は普通では考えられません。
But as for how quickly this mental disorder emerged, it's just not normal.
あるいは先天的、もしくは引っ越し前からそういう兆候があったのか。
Maybe it's inborn, or perhaps there were signs of it before he moved here.
引っ越し前に精神科に通院例がないか調べたいところです。
Good night, Monkey-sanka.
I'd like to take a look at any records of him staying at a mental hospital before he moved
とに
here.
かく前原さんには
In any
穏
case,
便にお休みいただき
I
ま
want
す。
him to take a quiet nap.
The 2 doctors nodded deeply.
前原さんのご両親にも連絡しておいた方が良い
I
ですね。
should probably contact Marabara-kun's parents too.
何と言えばいいか
Though I
言
can't
葉
think
が
of
思
what
い
to
つきません
tell
が
them.
彼の自宅の電話番号を調べてくだ
Please
さい。
find his home phone number for me.
Do you think the demons, Mion and Reina knew this would happen? Do you think they knew?
My eyes, still moist, began to shed tears once more. This was too cruel. I really thought he had actually understood and had believed what I told him. But now, from the other side of that wall, he was bluntly treating me like a crazy person. I believed you. I let down my guard because I thought you were the only ally I had left after that insane night. Is that a lie? All that about thanking me on Satoko's behalf. Were you just pretending in order to keep me placated? My tears fell to the floor in frustration.
Ah, there's a fight! Ah!
I was a baka! I was a baka! I was such a baka for believing that bastard! I heard the footsteps approaching the doctors. Yeah, whatever. A man in a dress shirt with no tie came running up.
入江先生、
Dr. Iri!
大変です。
大変です。
高野さんが見つかりました。
They found Takano-san.
高野さんが
Takano-san?
一体どこに
Wait, where?
それが
Well,
山中で焼死体で発見されたらしく。
apparently, they discovered a corpse in the mountains of Gifu.
So she was the one in the barrel, burning. And she always dies that way. Hmm.
死んだ
She's dead.
高野さんが
Takano-san.
The men, all surprised, exchanged glances. Dad, Takano-san. Hey, wait. So then, does that mean when I cursed her for her wishing for her death, that wish was granted?
焼死とは一体どういうことですか
What do you mean, burned corpse?
それは事故ですか
Was it an accident?
県警の発表では他殺の可能性が極めて高いと。
According to the statement from the prefectural police department, the possibility is extremely high that she was murdered. Murdered. As I cried, I laughed quietly. Serves you right. Serves you right. If I hadn't run into that woman, my murder would have been perfect. But she just had to come driving up to me and try to coerce me like that. I regretted not having killed her on the spot. She was dead anyway. My curse, my wish for her demise, it was fulfilled. Serves you right. Serves you right.
リサさんが死に高野さんが死に
Risa-san died. Takano-san died.
一体ひなみ沢には何が起こっているというんですか
What on earth could be happening in Hinamizawa?
まさかこれが今年のお社様のたたりだ
Don't tell
なんて
me.
言うんじゃないでしょうね
This was all Oyashiro-sama's curse for this year?
Like hell, I'll let that curse be real, Coach said. Everyone present just nodded as Coach cursed at no one in particular. Yes, maybe it wasn't Oyashiro-sama, but this was definitely a spell, a curse. I wished for her to die. So she did. If this wasn't just a coincidence, and she died because I wished for it, then you'll die next, Coach. You betrayed me. You pretended to believe me, but deep down you thought I was a madman. You looked down on me with all that pity in your eyes.
ではとりあえず紅茶の準備を
For now, get the black tea ready.
紅茶は私が持って入ります
I'll bring it inside.
私以外には彼は心を許さないようですから
I don't think he'll let anyone besides me be alone with him.
Shit! What do I do? What do I do, Keiichi Manobara? This time, I heard the voice of a nurse.
入江先
Dr. Irie.
生いらっしゃいま
Irie.
したか
I always call him Irie.
Dr. Irie. Oh, yeah, you are there. There you are.
お電話です
You have a phone call.
今ちょっと忙しいので後でかけ直すと伝えてください
I'm a little busy at the moment, so please tell them I'll call back.
誰からです
Who is it from?
沖宮警察の大石様ですけど
Mr. Oishi of the Okinomiya Police Department.
ちゃ悪いタイミングですね
Ah, sheesh, what bad timing.
出ます出ます
Alright, I'll answer it.
Time to book it, boys. Yeah. Coach left to go answer the phone. The other men headed towards the room with a teapot to make the black tea, like Coach had ordered them to. Fortunately, Coach having to take the phone call meant there would be an extra time for me to act. I had to decide what to do now. Would I let him make me drink the sedative-infused tea, or be held down and thrown into a mental hospital? Nothing would come from starting a brawl here. They had more people anyway, and they were all bigger than me. If it came to a fight, I didn't stand a chance in hell. If I couldn't win against them, there was only one thing left to do.
And that's the save. And I think we're gonna end it here. Oh no, I wanna keep going. Hold on, let me sip some tea. 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes.
But my voice sounds so bad.
You betrayed me. You betrayed me. Yeah, it is bedtime. Bedtime, I gotta go to bed. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't feel like not anything really happened other than more information. Like information thrown at me all at once. Save. I don't, hold on. She hates us. Nothing ever happened. I feel like nothing really happened that we didn't know. Do we think Keiichi has gone insane? I know Missy brought that up in the, what was that, the first or second chapter? He's insane, Sawa. He's insane. No, he's not. He's sane. He's saner than you. This game has a bad habit of repeating itself. It's just letting you know in case you forgot. Did you forget? Did you forget about it? He killed a guy, yeah. So we have to, I guess, I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know what we're gonna do. Is this called fascism? Well, damn. Whose theme song is this? I don't think he's the director, though. Is he the director? I think he might be. Seems like it with his white coat and everything. So, fascism. Arigato, Malcolm. Oh, man.
At Malcolm Liang became a poo boy. Musical note emoji. Fascism. Musical note emoji.
So, tell me what you guys think is gonna happen next. I'm on Twitter. I'm in the comments. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for donating. I'm gonna go to bed. Or at least do some other stuff. And then go to bed. Yeah. We have to figure... I'm trying to think. What could he do? He should have just went to the damn body already. He should have just went there. But whatever. Good night, everybody. Good night. I should send you guys somewhere, shouldn't I? I'm gonna send you somewhere. Somewhere good. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I will send you here. Be nice. Okay. Bye-bye. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye. Baka.